coming online. Yes.
Good evening and welcome to the stream. We're at Japan tonight with IIRL. We're going to Suzuka. We should have a full grid, so it's gonna be exciting to see what all these drivers can do. I have some company today from Tucker, so he should be here.
Let's see, have an exciting race today. Don't know what the weather could be, but we saw a lot of changing weather conditions in the last few races. So let's see what they have in store for us tonight.
We're waiting on a few more drivers before we can start qualifying. And it's pretty close in the championship, so qualifying could be really important.
Platty in first place in the championship, followed by Ross. Inflated we also a very quick driver, he is in third place. And they do it this evening. See Aquaris what they bring us.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see, because it's just little points. I think it's 5 points between number 1 and number 3. But we also have John B and Adrian. They're a bit further behind, but they didn't race that many races, so if you consider how many races they did and the points they got, they might have a comeback.
We will see at the end of the season, of course, but for now, let's hope for a clean and exciting race. Good evening to you also, Snacks. Good luck racing in the league where you belong.
Yeah, good evening, Snacks.
And we're already seeing drivers readying up, but not all drivers are already there. Maybe they will be joining later.
Yeah, I think one was joining later, but I think we're waiting for one more.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, it seems we're going.
Looks like it. Some drivers are pretty nervous. Looks like the looks of it.
Yeah, indeed.
You're all nervous for this track.
Yeah, I wish them all good luck.
Me too. Oh, look, good luck to the drivers. And let's see what qualifying one has to bring us. Which drivers are going to do through to qualifying two?
Yeah, we have some new people as well, so it's going to be interesting to see what their pace is and if they can go through to Q2 or maybe even Q1.
Yeah, that should be very interesting.
Adrian's already left, so
Hopefully he can join back to get in his car and join qualifying. Let's see who will be the first driver who gets out of the pit lane.
Bloise is going to be the first one to set a time.
Followed by the AlphaTauri of Jake Sharrock. And Adrian's joined the lobby.
Oh, that's great.
Pretty hard track to get out of the way when you're when you're in your out lap or in lap. It's getting big.
Bloise is
Yeah, cars.
Bloise is one of our newer drivers, so let's see what he can do. He's going to start his lap now.
Going into the first two corners. When the first corner you have to stay out of the curbs.
He's having a little bit of trouble hitting his apex.
And you have to be easy on the gas, not to get cut up with the curb and onto the grass.
That's looking a bit better.
And into the very quick part of the circuit. Into spoon. And onto the
A little bit of a moment.
And onto the straight.
into the last chicane, and let's see what the time's gonna be.
Good evening to you also, Patch. Good luck
He sets a
racing tonight.
131.
And Jake Sherrock is putting in a 129.7.
Yeah, good evening, Patch. Okay, let's see who's gonna set a lap now. Bladdy's just started a lap, it seems. Let's see what he can do. Oh, and a spin from Bloody. So let's look at somebody else. Let's see what Semi Style can do. He's a pretty quick driver. He does have somebody ahead of him, so let's see how that goes. I think that's Flu, who already set a lap time, so...
At the moment there are pretty fast drivers on track. There's still a lot of drivers are in the pit lane, still waiting for the right moment to get out.
And Semi-Style is going into the last chicane, and let's see what he can do. Looks like a decent lap. It's a 129.9, so puts him in second.
In the meantime, Snacks is coming on to the straight on the start finish line and puts in a 129.7, only a 500th of a second slower than Jake Sherrock, who's in P1 on the softer tire.
Seems to be some traffic. Jump band just validated. We have Raz on the outlap and the Sun God and Greg and Kripik. We have sometimes being set now.
And also pretty fast drivers and championship contenders are going out at the moment, so this should be interesting.
I think Kripik is the first one to start a lap. So let's see what he can do. He's one of the new guys, but he has a decent pace. He was pretty fast last race, I believe.
And in the meantime, Platty is setting the fastest time of this session with a 128.9.
We have Jake Sherrock in second with 129.7. Snacks in third with a 129.7, but he's on the mediums, so that's a great time. Kripik going into the hairpin. You need a good exit here.
He looks pretty fast, but will it also be a fast time?
Yeah, into Spoon, into the straight.
In the meantime, it looks like Cemmons retired. Did he spin or crash his car? I didn't see it.
Yeah, I missed it as well.
Into the last chicane, and what was the time that Kripik is going to set? And it's a 129.9, and that puts him in the 5th place, right behind Snacks.
We missed Adrian setting a lap as well in 1:29.1, which puts him in second place. So that's a decent lap as well.
And altogether it's getting pretty close together in front.
Ross is on a lap as well. He's going into the last chicane, so let's see what his time will be and where that will put him.
Puts him in
It's
5th place.
Just behind Snacks. So Snacks really fast today again.
With only 3 drivers to set the time.
Driver.
With Patch, the Sun God, and Deflated, we all 3 cars to set a lap time.
Let's see what Patch can do.
Coming into the last chicane.
He's on medium
the corner
well.
and invalidated his lap.
So he has to go again.
But did he also invalidate it? No, he didn't invalidate it his next lap, so
he has a shot. Sun God still on the pits and Deflated wheel. He's gonna set a time now as well, I believe.
I think.
What's it gonna be? It's our number 3 in the championship, so expect him to be on top there. And he goes to 3rd. And let's go back to Majestic and see what he can do.
We also got a new driver, Emre Boduk, who's on outlap, and he definitely needs to improve if he wants to get through to Q2.
Yeah, he probably made a mistake. It won't be too hard to improve on that time.
Coming onto the long straight of the circuit.
Yeah, he's looking pretty fast. I'm seeing a purple sector, but yeah, I don't always believe the game. Going into the last chicane. Let's see what the time is gonna be.
And keeps it valid. And what is the time that he's going to put on the board? And it's a 1:30.1 and puts him in 10th place. With 18 drivers starting this qualifying session, we have 3 drivers that are going to be demoted after this qualifying. That won't go through to Q2.
We have the Sun God out on the lap now, so he's the only one who still has set a time. Yeah, Cammons as well, but he doesn't have a chance anymore. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe you can tell us later.
Cameron told in the Discord that he had no force feedback, so he turned it off and on.
Yeah, I had that before. That's really hard to drive, so yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine him retiring. In the meanwhile, Sun God started his lap, so let's see what he can do in the first sector. He's on the mediums, so we have quite some people on the mediums in Q1. So that's interesting to see.
Ooh,
and the
there he lost it.
Yeah, a shame.
It's pretty.
Sorry.
Pretty easy to lose your car over there.
Yeah, I did it a couple of times already, so it's really easy. It's a pretty difficult track to drive, Suzuka, but it's a fun track as well. While we were watching SunGuard, Emre Boduk also improved his time to 130.9. He's
Getting closer.
closed the gap. Still
Yeah.
needs to close the gap a little bit, but he improved, so that's nice to see.
Will the Sun God go out again, or with 4 minutes on the clock? Should be tight, but I think he can get out if he wants to.
Maybe he starts a new lap now. We have Flu and Greg on an out lap as well, and Sammy Stahl also just came out of the pits for a new lap.
I think with the 129 that you're safe, but
Yeah, probably. I think Flu is the first one to start a new lap, while Raccoon leaves the session.
or maybe he thinks he's safe. So
Flu is starting his lap, but he's on 5 laps old mediums, so he's probably just using qualifying as a kind of practice.
yeah, if you're sure
With the
that you
yellow
can make the time, then I can understand that you use Q1 as practice.
He needs to improve, I believe.
Let's see what Flu can do.
Sets the time. He's improving a little bit, but I think he needs to find a little bit more through the lap to be really safe. Oh, locked up a bit there.
Oh,
And a spin. And I think that might be it for Flu.
and the Boduk looks also retired.
Let's see what Greg can do. He's on the lap as well. Let's see if he can improve.
Spoon corner. Very fast corner where you can easily go a little bit too fast and a little bit too wide onto the straight.
He does have some traffic, but it seems as everybody's paying attention
And he
making room.
is only almost 4/10 of a second faster than he was before. So
Yeah, if he doesn't invalidate, then he should be safe with this time.
and he's
P10.
3/10 of a
Not
second
bad.
faster, and it puts him in P10. And we have a few drivers on a flying lap at the moment.
The top 5 is staying in the pits. Jake Sharrock is going out. I think he's safe.
I
We have
believe he's safe
Bloisy.
also. We have
I think John Pence is the first one to set a time, or there's a Mercedes up ahead as well.
and will be this
That's-
and will the Sun God be in time to set a lap?
Yeah, he's going into the last chicane now, so let's see if he can set a lap. He's under pressure now. Otherwise it's gonna be P70.
Yeah, so Clemens will start last, and the Sun God is in time to put in a lap into the S's.
Emre Boduk retired as well, so he's not gonna improve his position. So he's out as well.
32.4 in sector 1.
It's looking good so far.
Flu is on. So will Flu be demoted by his teammate? Let's see what the Sun God can do in sector 2.
Yeah, John Pants just improved, so he's just ahead of Flu. So Flu is in danger. One of the Mercedes is going out in Q1.
Will it be Flu or will it be the Sunbird? Into the last chicane.
Little bit of a moment, but
Oh, and he lost it after
and
the start finish line.
yeah, there's the spin guard.
There's the spin guard. So the first drivers that are leaving us in qualifying are Kemmens, Emre Boduk, and Flo.
Yeah, shame for Cummins that he didn't have a chance to set a time. But he's a fast driver, so maybe he can have a nice race and recover from this.
We're up to qualifying 2, where the tires that they are qualifying on will be the starting tires if they are qualifying in the top 10.
Yes, indeed. So strategy is going to be a factor in this session. I'm still not sure if this race is going to be dry or
Oh, I
wet.
didn't hear
It seems
any.
sunny qualifying. So yeah, if it would be rain, then we probably hear it, as people would have complained.
Snacks is the first driver who is going out for his flying lap.
Oh. He's on the softs. The last couple of sessions in Q2, Snacks has been a little bit of sandbagging in his first stint, so let's see if he's gonna go for a fast lap on the softs or that he's gonna back off and put on the mediums.
I believe that he used the medium tires in Q1, so
Oh, okay, so yeah, then he has to go on the softs. It's gonna be close on top. We have quite some fast drivers. Behind him we have Kripik as well.
it's already getting really busy on track. With half of the field momentarily on track.
The two Alpines in front of everybody else. They seem in a hurry to set a time.
But with this kind of track temperatures, the track can evolve that quick. So
Snacks hitting a. He's gonna start his lap. Let's see what he can do. I think he's a contender for pole, so let's keep an eye on him. And Adrian left the session as well again. So maybe he's having problems. I hope he can come back.
me too. We love all the drivers getting in their laps. I don't know.
Just finishing his.
Yes.
Snacks just finished his first sector. Let's see what he can do in the second sector. So far, he didn't really have a moment. It looks pretty okay.
Getting into
It's always
Spoon
hard
Corner.
to judge. Adrian is back, so that's nice. Snacks is almost there. It's going into the last chicane now. That's looking good. Nice exit.
Keeping it short. And puts in a 129.3.
That's a good banker lap. I think he can improve a bit more. Ross doing a 1:29.1, so that puts him in the top spot, behind, in front of Snacks and Kripik in P3. F1 Raccoon puts him the fourth time on mediums at 1:31.4.
I'm curious what deflated we will do on this medium set of tires.
Deflated wheel is on the softs. He is almost gonna finish his lap, deflated wheel, so we have just a couple of people going on the mediums, so everybody seems to be fine to start on soft tire. It's pretty good around this track, so deflated wheel puts the fourth time on the 1:29.6.
Jake Sherrick retired.
What happened with Jake? I don't think we can see that. Adrian is on the out lap as well. He's pretty fast as well, so Bloisey is on the out lap as well. Most people set their times. We have Platty in the top spot with a 1:29.1, followed by Ross. It's really close up there. Snacks in third, Semi-Style with a 1:29.4, putting him in front of Deflated Wheel. It's pretty close up there, so it's nice to see that.
And most of the times you see that in 81 that it's pretty close together. They're all fast drivers.
Lassie putting in a 1:31.1. He needs to find a bit of time. Adrian just gonna start his flying lap now, so let's go on board and see what he can do. He's on the mediums, so it is gonna be a little bit more difficult for Adrian this way to get into Q3.
Probably not. In Q1 there were a few drivers that put in 1:29 on the medium tires. But you never know.
It has to be a good lap, and he invalidated, so he has to go one more time at least. These guys are on the limits. It's even scary to look hitting those curves, cause they can be deadly, the curbs in Suzuka.
Pretty hard track, so yeah.
With Majestic on the lap as well. He just started it, I believe. And we have a yellow flag as well. It's gone, so nobody crashed out.
Only driver that I didn't see on track is John Pant, so he's waiting until the last moment to set the lap time in.
First sector of 1:32.4 from Majestic, so he's up there. Let's see if he can continue this lap.
And it's very hard corner. Coming up to Spoon. We have another yellow flag in sector 2. Maybe it's some driver that gets out of the way for another driver.
It's not that busy on track, so we all should be fine. Majestic going into the last chicane. About to finish his lap, and let's see where that puts him. Last corner, tight line, and it's
puts him in
third
P4.
Place. That's a great lap from Majestic.
129.4.
We have Greg on the outlap as well. He needs a little bit more to start his lap. I think Raccoon is gonna be starting it now. So let's follow Raccoon and see if he can improve. He did a 130.5 on the mediums and he's on the softs now. So it should be, he should be improving his time.
Adrian is in P3 in a 129.1. So
That's a fast time.
So all first three drivers are in 1/10 of a second of each other.
And I think that time from Adians is enough to get him into Q3. So
On a medium tires.
it's a nice time. Yes. So we can start on the mediums. Meanwhile, Raccoon still on his lap. Going into Spoon. We have some drivers in front of him, but it seems they're paying attention and getting out of the way. 7/10 improvement, so let's see if we can keep this up going into the last chicane. We want to go early on the throttle here. And that's P9, 129.7. He's safe for now, but he might need a little bit more.
In the meantime, Greg is putting in 32.7 in sector 1 on a medium compound tire. He didn't put in the time at the moment, so what can he do in sector 2?
We have Snacks on the outlap as well, so he's gonna try to improve his time. Kripik outside as well. And the Haas of FBU, no.
Bloisy, John Pent can get out of the pit. We have enough time. And Greg is going
to 12th place with 130.2. That's not enough for him, so he has to be really fast if he wants to set another lap. I don't think he's gonna make it.
The drivers,
it's gonna be really tight.
Drivers who are in danger at the moment are Kripik, Greg, Bloisy and John Pant.
Kripik is about to already set a new lap, I think. And he's 7/10 up, Kripik, so he's gonna improve and get right up there with the other guys. Let's see what he can do. Oh, only a P8, 129.5. But it's really close. Snacks P4 until P9, 10. It's not that much in between them. The sun got really close to them as well. It's 5/6.
Yeah, so it's pretty exciting qualifying. So it's not much to say who are the drivers that are who are going through. Yeah, I think that Platty, Ross and Adrian are safe.
Snacks is gonna set an improvement, I believe. Yes, fastest time, 128.7.
So
it's not the lap record here. I think it's 128.5. I think Snacks is aiming for the record, but let's see if he can do that in Q3 and amaze us.
You know, retired from the session. I think that he crashed out.
Yeah,
in
I
sector
think
1.
He crashed as well. Let's see.
Yeah, there he is in sector 1. FBU can't improve his time, and has to hope that the sun comes.
So
and Greg retired.
Yeah, Greg retired. He just doesn't have the time to set another lap. We have the Sun God on the outlap. Bloisy, John Pants. Also. John Pants still needs to set a lap, so He's
Jan
under
Pans
pressure.
is the first one who's going to put in a new fastest lap. So
Let's see what he can do.
there's only a minute on the clock.
Going in this tricky first section. You really have to avoid the curbs here. It's looking pretty fast.
Into this very fast right-hander. Easy to invalidate your lap, but also easy to lose your car. If you get a little bit too far on the curb into the slow chicane. So not chicane. Hairpin, sorry.
He did have a
Go.
nice exit, so going into spoon onto the straight. Let's see what he can do.
Almost lost it over there.
He really
Can
needs
he?
a 129.6.
And a 112.8 in sector 2. Looks fast.
I think the Sungard and Bloisy are on the lap as well, so maybe he jumps into the top 10 now, but it's still not enough. It's
First driver.
P9,
Can the Sun God improve?
129.6.
Sun God coming up in the last chicane onto the straight. And the Sun
he
God improves
improves.
puts him in 7th.
I think only Bloisy is
And
able to
Bloisy
set and
puts him in
13.
13. So the drivers who will leave us in this session are FBU Raccoon, Bloisy, Greg, and Jake Sherrock.
Yeah, it's a shame to see those people go, but somebody has to go. And curious what happened to Jake, because he's normally pretty fast, so maybe he crashed and he has to start from P15. He has to make up some places if he wants to get points today, so that's always nice to see.
And the top 10 is within a second of each other.
Yeah, there's not a lot between them, so that's nice to see. We have Snacks with the fastest time, a 128.7. Platty on P2 with a 129.1. Snacks the only one in the 128s. Ross a 129.1. He's pretty close to play. Adrian a 129.1. They're all pretty close. I don't think Adrian used the softs. It says so, but I think he just put them on, but he didn't improve. I think that's his time with the mediums. I think we have Patch in P5, Semi-Style in P6, the Sungard in P7, Deflated Wii in P8, Trippic in P9, and John Pants in P10.
The cars leaving are FB in P11. P12 is for F1 Raccoon. P13 for Bloisy. P14 for Greg. And in P15 will be Jake Sherrock. Those drivers will have a free tire choice for the race. The other drivers who are going through to Q3 have to start on the tires that they are put in the fastest lap that they have in this session.
Yeah, I think it was only Deflated Wii and Adrian's that had the mediums on, so the other 8 in the top 10 are all gonna start on softs.
And if Q2 is a little bit like Q3, a little bit like Q2, then we will have a pretty exciting qualifying session.
Yeah, I think so. Who is your bet for pole?
Yeah, for the 82 reserve driver Snacks, but yeah.
Yeah, Snacks has a good opportunity. He got pole last week, I believe. He's on a pole streak lately. He's going really fast.
But Platty is also pretty fast, so I don't know for sure who's going out of who's going to get pole.
I think we have to keep an eye on Adrian's as well. He was on the mediums in Q2, but he was really fast. And Ross is, as always fast. It's his favorite track. I believe so. Yeah, I think he can do well here as well. We're gonna
Yeah,
see.
so
I think
there's no
Kripik is the first one on track, right?
yes,
Snacks closely following him.
that's correct.
It's nice to see two cars from Aston Martin in the two Q3. They are third in the constructors standing. Oh, sorry, second in the constructors championship. They do have to make 33 points
The
to
Ferrari, I
Ferrari.
believe.
Yeah, Ferrari. But I don't. I think Wiggles isn't here tonight, which is a shame. He's been a bit unlucky. Wiggles is a fast driver, but yeah.
Also trying to get their own position on track.
We have Plati for Ferrari, so Ferrari could score good points.
Yeah, because he's very fast driver and he already shown it in the previous sessions. So
Yeah, he's gonna be eager to score good points because he's leading the championship and he wants to defend his place.
yeah,
Krivik looking pretty neat through the first sector. Let's put that on. I'm sorry, I forgot. It's my first time streaming, so sometimes I might forget. Please forgive me.
no, only for this time.
Yeah. I'm really sorry.
Oh, and Kripke lost his car.
He was on a good lap. Let's see.
Oh, did
And I think deflated we got caught in that a bit. He is on a fast lap.
Sammy Star? No, I don't know for sure who the other driver was that was
It
hurt by
was
that spin.
Adrian. Adrian was.
Adrian is on his outlap, so he.
Yeah.
But
Adrian was just in front of deflated we.
Sammy Styles looked like he has a pretty clear track in front of him.
And
In the
deflated we in a
meantime,
129. Oh, and Pletty goes
and
even
Platty
faster.
goes a little even faster in a 128.5.
That might be really close or a new record. A 28.5 snack set, so I don't know. It's gonna be really close to the lap record. And now a spin from deflated wheel, so let's see what somebody else can do. I think Majestic just started his lap. He's been up there, so curious to see what he can do in this session. Can he get under one of the top rows? Well, we see Snacks in the gravel.
And Sammy Style puts in the fourth time in a 129.2. At the moment we have on top in first place Platty in a 128.5, followed by Ross in a 128.9, who thereby followed by Deflated Wee in a 129.0. So it's pretty close on top, with Platty putting in a very fast time.
Yeah, Plenty is a bit of ahead of these guys, so let's see if Ross, Deflated Wee, Semi Styles, and I think Snacks can find a lot of time as well. That's not a time for a future 81 driver, so he's gonna improve. Majestic on the straight. Going into the last chicane now. It's looking good. Let's see if he has a nice exit. Tight line. Let's see where that puts him. P6, a 129.9. Just goes into the 129s.
It's pretty funny to see that the first three drivers at the moment in qualifying are also the first three drivers and it's currently in the standings.
Indeed.
With Platty in
But
first place,
I don't
Ross
think
in
they're gonna
second.
finish like this.
No, I don't either. But it's funny to see that the first three drivers are the first three drivers in the championship.
Yeah, those three are the fastest guys. They're more fast guys, but they're really fast. Bloody Ross, Deflated Wee, they all have been really consistent this
Consistent.
season.
Yeah.
Bloody had 3 wins this season. Ross as well. I don't think Deflated Wee got a win already.
Let's have a look.
But Deflated Wee does had 5 podiums. Just like Ross and Bloody 6. So he's consistent. And if you don't miss too many races and you score points, you're up there, then yeah, you're gonna compete for the championship. And if you're fast,
correct. Deflated, we didn't have any race win this season, but yeah, he scores a lot of points in a race that and he finished all races. So
the Sun God is the only one on track. I think Patch was the last one driving into the
Snacks is
pits
going
now.
out for an out lap. So only car in a flying lap is the Sun God.
Let's see what he can do. I didn't see his times. Oh, he's going into the pits, so yeah. He's putting himself under pressure again.
Two drivers that didn't put in a time yet. Krivik and the Sun God. And we have Snacks on an out lap.
Let's see what Snacks can do. Can he beat Petty's time? I'm not sure what the lap record is. It's a 128.5. I
Good
can't
evening,
find
Hyper.
this
How are you
that
doing?
quickly. Yeah, good evening, Hyper. Nice to see you.
With 3.5 minutes on the clock, there are 3 drivers on the out lap. The other 7 drivers are still waiting for the right moment to go out and put their last lap in.
Yeah,
First driver who's going in a lap is Snacks.
We have Adrian and Ross going out as well. Snacks is just started his lap, but I think Adrian can be up there as well. He made a mistake in his time, I think 1:44. He's gonna improve as well. But let's see what Snacks can do first. He has some traffic ahead, so let's hope they're not in the way. It's always difficult.
Pretty hard to get out of the way in that part of the circuit.
It's really tight there, and it's at least a distraction for Snacks. But he has time to put in another lap, so.
And he's 7 tenths up on his previous lap, so
it's looking
it
good.
looks pretty good. But 7 tenths isn't enough to get Platty. He needs to find more time than that. But he started his lap good.
Snacks is the pole master from ATO 2, so maybe he can do that trick in AT1 as well. He had the pole position last week, I believe, in Monza.
I don't know for sure, but let's see what he can do in the second sector, and he's 1.1 second faster. So
that puts him in P2, P3, just in front of us, I believe.
Can he even win more time in this last sector? And can he get pole?
Tight line.
So, and he's put him in really second place in a 1:28.7.
It's a nice time, but it's not enough for pole. It's really hard to put a second lap just after your first lap.
Your tires are pretty done after your first flying lap, so.
Ross is gonna improve, but just slightly. It's not enough at the moment to beat Snacks, but he still has a bit to go. Maybe he can gain a bit more time and put himself in front of Snacks or maybe even in front of Pleddy, but Pleddy's time seems really fast.
Who will be the
128.5.
last driver? And who will be the last driver who is going to get his last lap in? So, because I think that the driver there is the last one who can set the lap time.
Yeah,
The,
the track is gonna
the
improve.
yeah,
Ross lost some time in the second sector. He's going on to start finish now, and he didn't just improve a little bit, but it's not much. But he has time for another lap, so maybe he throws in another lap.
in the meantime, Adrian puts himself in second place in a
It's
128.6.
really nice lap from Adrian. Deflated Wii just started the lap. We're all drivers on track now except Kripik. Kripik is not gonna improve, so he's gonna start on the 9th spot.
I I think he's going to start in P10 if Sun God gets a lap time in,
Yeah, true.
which he does. And he puts himself in fifth place at the moment. And
Just in
Snacks
front of
finished.
Deflated Wii. Yeah, Snacks is not gonna improve, so no pole for Snacks this time. I don't think Ross can go for pole. Deflated Wii is on a lap now. Let's see what he can do. Or maybe semi-style. Majestic already finished, so he's not gonna improve. Let's see if Deflated Wii can find some time. We'll go into Spoon. I think Deflated Wii is going to be the last one.
Semi Style puts himself in fifth.
Also going into the 128s, barely, but into the 128s. And Deflated Wii, it's looking good for. Nice time. Going into the last corner. Nice and tight line. And what can he do? A P4, 128.3. Just in front of Ross. And
there we have it.
Yeah, that's our top 10. And that's pole position for Pleddy. Well done. It's an awesome lap. I'm not sure if it's a lap record. It could be. I don't think so. Adrian in P2.
Lap record is pretty much faster than the current times, but it's very nice done by Pleddy, followed by Adrian in P2. The second row is for Snacks in P3 and Deflated Wii in P4. P5 is for Ross. Semi Styles in P6. P7 for the Sun God. Majestic in P8. P9 John Pant. And in P10 Kripik. That will be qualifying 3 and our starting grid.
And we have a 5 minutes break now. Just before the race is gonna start. So giving the drivers a little bit of time to set up their strategy and choose their tires and whatever they want to do. Take a drink, have a tire break. So how the new guys are gonna have don't press A. It doesn't seem like somebody isn't gonna press it, so that's good.
Well by the looks guys. Of it, it looks like it's going to be a dry race, but you never know. It's Suzuka.
Suzuka is famous for the sudden weather change, so it could be sunny now, but maybe in the end of the race. It doesn't look like it, but who knows? It could be interesting to see some rain in the end. It's a difficult track, and with rain it's gonna get even more tricky.
So what are the strategies going to be for the drivers?
Yeah, we have 2 drivers in the top 10 on mediums. I think Deflated Wii and Adrian's. Adrian's is going to start from second place. He's going to be a bit slow, but he's going to gain advantage over, when his stint is going to end. And the soft runners have to go in a little bit earlier.
And then the other drivers, only Raccoon seems to be being on the medium tires, and all the drivers starting on the soft tires. So that uh, should be interesting, uh, especially for the drivers that are in front.
It's probably gonna be a easy medium softs or soft medium this race. But yeah, this game sometimes brings out safety cars, and if you have a late one, you're gonna see everybody pit to the softs. Let's hope we have a clean race. And hope
Yeah,
everybody is gonna be a little bit careful in the first couple of corners, because it's gonna be really tight, especially in the first
first
corner.
sector, I think the whole first sector is going to be exciting because there's no place to overtake or get really beside each other.
Yeah, if you have one slow driver, then it's gonna be, yeah, it could be potentially a mess. But let's hope these drivers, yeah, are a little bit.
Cautious in the first lap,
Yeah, and if you
but
have damage, maybe, yeah, move aside, because the braking, if somebody brakes and, yeah, others just run into the back, that's not something you want to see.
no, but these drivers are fastest drivers that we have.
Yeah, and last week they did great, no penalties. So sometimes somebody crashes, and sometimes, yeah, you're unfortunate and you got taken out, but nobody does it, yeah,
Yeah,
intentionally. It
no,
happens
of course not.
sometimes. It's racing, so let's see what tires everybody is on. We have Pletty on pole. It's our championship leader, so if he can win this race, that would be really nice for his championship lead. It seems we're gonna start in a couple of seconds. The countdown has started. We have Adrian's in second on the mediums, Stacks on softs on third place. Next to him, Deflated Wee on the mediums as well. Ross on the softs. Everybody else at the top 10 on softs as well. We have FBU on softs as well. Raccoon on mediums. Bloisey on softs. Grex on mediums. Jake on softs. Flux and Emra on mediums. And Clemens as well. 18th drivers. They're gonna start their formation lap now. And then the action is underway.
So running through the starting grid again with Platy in P1. We got P2 for Adrian, P3 for Snacks. Deflated Wee is in P4, followed by Ross in P5. In P6 is Sammy Styles in the Alfa Romeo, followed by the Sun God in the Mercedes, Majestic in the Alfa, in the Aston Martin, I'm sorry, the Alfa Tauri by John Bent, Trippic in P10, FV P11, Raccoon P12, P13 is for Bloisey, P14 for Greg, P15 for Jake Sherrock, P16 Flew, Emre Boduk P17, and in last place P18 is Clemens. All drivers are getting to the starting grid, and let's see what we can do.
Yeah, let's hope we have a clean start, a clean couple of first corners. Adrian and Deflated, we are gonna get a little bit slow on the start. Oh, Adrian's just going off track there in the warm-up lap. It seems it's all good. But on the mediums, they're gonna struggle a little bit to get off the line compared to the subs. So Pletty, yeah, potentially could just, yeah, break away right away the 1 second gap for the DRS. So when it's activated in round 3. But let's see what's gonna happen. Snacks is there as well. Maybe Adrian has a great start and can put him in front of Pletty.
I think it's going to be a pretty exciting race with all drivers are pretty close in qualifying.
Yeah, they were close. It's about keeping it clean, finishing, and yeah, don't stack up penalties.
Yeah. Again, to all the drivers and all everybody watching, have fun, good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Have a good one. I think the last one is joining the grid now, and let's see if we can get some red lights to start off this race. Yeah, that's a better view.
Lights
2,
are
3,
on.
4, and they're off.
And we're off.
Seems like Pletty has a good start. Adrian's Deflated Wee has a good one. He's on the inside of Adrian's already. And Adrian's drops to 3rd place and Deflated Wee takes 2nd. Ross in P4, Snacks last place, P5. And we're seeing a couple of more changes.
It's pretty chaotic in the first few corners.
Yeah, but it seems it's
all the drivers.
all good. Nobody crashed so far, no yellow flags. They're all really close.
Everybody is really settling in.
Well, and we have a yellow flag.
And Sungard loses a lot of places. Is in last place.
Let's see. Maybe he spun. Maybe he had some contact. And Adrian's losing places as well. Maybe he has damage. I don't know.
Yeah, he lost his front wing.
He has no front wing. Okay. Meanwhile, Pletty has. Oh.
We have a virtual safety car.
Yeah.
A 5-second penalty for Emre Boduk by ignoring the yellow flag.
Those penalties always hurt. And Kemmens has a penalty as well. What happened to Kemmens? There seems to be a big gap between Simmons and Greg. I didn't got what happened to Kemmens. Let's see what happened to him. He got a 5-second time penalty, but I'm not sure why. So we have Kemmens and Emre already on a 5-second time penalty. So that's gonna be something they have to deal with in the following of this race. And they're back.
And no drivers with the drive-to penalty, so that looks like a pretty good restart. And we have Ross and Adrian's in the pit.
Ross going to the hard tire, so I think he wants to go to the end. Just doing one stop, really early. He's far behind Adrian, so maybe he had damage as well.
Let's see if he can make up his race with that tire. But he's still behind Adrian.
Deflated Wee has a 1 second gap between Pletty, so he's not gonna get the DRS.
Oh, and Bloisy lost his car in a spoon.
It's a difficult corner. He's losing places now. Pletty seems to be
back in
safe.
P11.
1.3
behind
gap.
FBU, no.
DRS is gonna be activated this lap. Pletty setting the fastest lap. Oh, Snacks. And every car is up there as well.
Gabe Sherrock. And DRS is enabled.
Yeah,
So can we see a move
let's see
with
what
on
Snacks
the
can
only
do.
DRS straight?
Let's see what Snacks can do on deflated wheel. Snacks is on the softs, deflated wheel on the mediums. Snacks
He is
has to
within
get
half a
past.
second.
Snacks has to get past now, because otherwise Pleddy might just increase the lead and he's gonna run away.
And
We have Semi Styles in fourth. Majestic having a good start. I think P4.
winning
P5, sorry.
Jake Sharrock winning 9 places from his starting position. So Jake Sharrock has a really good race at this moment.
Yeah, he had a fantastic start. Majestic 3 places. Cameron's on 13th as well, winning 5 places.
From
Blois,
last place, so really good.
You said Bloise had some kind of moment, but he still is in P10, winning 3 places. Cameron's going past Greg into 12.
Platty is going faster. Even Ed Snacks is going also faster, and on this only straight where you have DRS.
Yeah.
This is the only straight.
It's a really hard track to overtake.
And there's no other possibility for another DRS straight on this track. Maybe after Spoon, but it's not.
Yeah,
it's not safe with that left-hander where you can go full throttle.
You have to get a really good exit out of Spoon, and maybe you can do something now. Then using a lot of energy, he has to push deflated wheel into error, or hope he uses a lot of ERS.
In the meantime, FPU is within the 2/10 of a second of Kripik in P8.
He's not going for a move, but he's trying to get past. Maybe he has a better exit out of the hairpin. It's really hard to overtake here.
It's a track hardly to get past the other drivers in front of you, and Blossy gets a 3-second penalty.
It's going to be interesting to see if somebody dares to go into the mediums really quick. Because some people just seem to be stuck in the train and maybe are able to go faster. So in a couple of laps,
this fight for P7 is getting pretty intense with 3 drivers at this moment.
Well, Snacks passes deflated wheel. That's a great move. Shame we missed that.
Can he get closer to Platty for the race win?
Oh, he's closing the gap. He took 2/10. Yeah, he's within the 1 second. So Snacks is gonna try to put some pressure on Platty. That's nice to see, and maybe deflated wheel can follow as well.
And Blois, you retired from the session.
That's the first one.
And we got a safety car. We got a safety car.
That's maybe
but what happened to Blois?
I'm not sure. Maybe we can check on Adrian's.
I'm going to check.
Yeah,
if,
he crashed out in the first sector. He probably hit the curve or something. Like 4th or 5th corner. And we're behind the safety car. Will we see Ross putting to the mediums? Because he's on the hards, and the hards is, it's a really hard tire. Will be interesting to see. We have plenty in front. Snacks P2, deflated wheel P3, Semi Styles P4, Majestic P5, Jake Sharrock.
All of the drivers will go get in, and Platty is going into the pit, followed by Snacks. Deflated wheel staying out.
Yeah, deflated wheel is on the mediums, so he's kind of dedicated to that strategy. He's probably hoping on another safety car later in the race.
And we got John Pent also staying out on the soft tire.
We have a lot of people in the pits. Greg is going.
Greg is staying also out.
Yeah, it's a good chance for Adrian and Ross to catch up to the field again.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's for sure.
That's what they needed. Adrian is going into the pits as well, so he's probably going on to mediums and trying to get to the end. Should be possible. Emre
So we got the
is on the
we got
mediums as well. The
deflated weed.
Sungard, Cammons, all on the mediums. Semi Styles, Majestic, Jake Sherrock. We see a lot of people going for the mediums, and without a safety car, they can probably make it to the end.
And the only 3 drivers that has been staying out are deflated weed, John Pant and Greg, with John Pant on the soft tire.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that.
Yeah.
He's gonna struggle. He has a couple more laps that he can keep up the pace, but he's gonna struggle. Yeah.
It's at 9 laps on the soft tires.
Yeah, I think you can do 20 laps on the mediums. So everybody who pitted on the mediums now has a decent opportunity to finish this race without another pit stop. You never know about the safety cars, so that's something that could be interesting later on in the race. It's also nice to see that the people that picked up 5-second penalties, could do that in the pits. So everybody is on 0 again. It's kind of a new restart of the race. We have a new guy on pole. Jump pants.
It's also interesting the drivers that pitted and going on the soft tires, like FBU No, Dragoon, Flu, and Kripik are also on the soft tire, a new set of soft tires. Same is also for Snacks. That looks like to me that they have to make another pit stop.
Yeah. And Snacks started on the softs as well, so that's interesting to see why Snacks did that.
Yeah, but 21 laps on the medium compound tires looks to me that it's too far away.
Some people might do it depending on their tire pressures. Maybe if they have the little tire pressures, they can pull it off.
Yeah, it's hard to see that, Blousy.
It's also how long is this safety car staying out? And maybe we have another safety car. I think Snacks is betting on another safety car, but might as well just get that mediums on and be done with them.
Yeah.
Finish the tire regulation.
And if you want to make that last pit stop on the safety car, because I don't think that that it will be at the middle of the race that you will have a new safety car. I think that it will be at the end of the race.
Yeah, that's where Deflated Weed and Greg and John Pants are hoping on.
Yeah, I can, and that I can understand.
Yeah, but because Platty, everybody behind Platty just basically got a free pit stop.
Yeah, the curves in this game, Blousy, that is so bad on this track.
Yeah, indeed. It can be a real struggle.
And the safety car will be in this lap and Kripik retired.
What happened there?
Severe collision.
Flew getting a penalty.
And I think the safety car will be in this lap.
Yes, indeed.
That will be interesting.
Yeah, it's just Kripik.
And there's no gap. Game didn't crash on this.
Yeah, there's no gap, so at least we have a fair restart. Let's see when Deflated is gonna put on throttle and tries to get away from John Pants.
Looks like a pretty good restart from Deflated Wii.
John Pants, trying to follow. He's pretty close. Platty taking
and Greg lost the position to Platty already. A good restart from Platty.
Indeed. Greg under all the tires, so.
Raccoon, 3-second penalty.
Yeah, we have Raccoon with the 3-second penalty. Flu also having a penalty. But so far, other people are doing a great job not picking up penalties. What happened to Snacks? He's all the way back.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
He probably had contact, I don't know. Ross picking up a place, he's in P14. Adrian's in the back as well. It was something happened during the restart. We have deflated
in the midfield, we got a fight with Majestic and Jake Sherrock for P6, with Jake Sherrock taking the position.
Yeah, he's looking strong. Maybe Majestic can fight back. It's a hard place to overtake, and then overtaking there is a nice move.
And they're all pretty closely together on this part of the track. And in the meantime, Platty takes P2.
Platty to P2. Platty is on a roll. Yeah, he has to do it now, because otherwise deflated wheel is just going to build that gap.
In a fight with John Pant.
John Pant fighting back indeed. But he's losing some places.
John Pant is falling back.
I don't think he has damage, but he did lose some places. Putting Jake, Semi-Style and Greg a place up. Greg losing another place to Semi-Style.
I didn't saw it, but probably, maybe they touched each other. Or, yeah,
Ross
I couldn't say what happened.
Ross really close to Adrian as well. Let's see what Ross can do. Greg is trying to follow Semi as well, fighting back. Jake Sherrock close. Some people just were a bit unlucky with the safety car.
And the Sun God and Majestic, both cars are in the pit.
Majestic going to new mediums. I'm not sure what happened to him.
I didn't see it.
Ross losing a place to Cummins.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat fight over there.
Yeah, they're really close. Ross is gonna make a move.
But it's all for P7.
They're so close together, like 4 or 5 drivers. And it goes wrong. Flu is out.
Flu.
And it's gonna,
Flu is out.
It's gonna be another safety
car.
And
there's safety car, and we have FBU New and Raccoon going into the pit.
Yeah, I think the top 5, 6 just was past the pit lane, so they didn't have the opportunity. And those people, do have an advantage pitting off.
I didn't see clearly what happened over there, but it looks like I saw it in the backfield happening.
Majestic going into the pits as well, just like the Sun God. And Snacks FBU putting on the hards. Interesting to see. Ross was on the hards before, but he moved to the mediums. He clearly didn't like it. I don't think it's a great racing time. Ross into 8th place. He's gonna have to win some positions to stay in the top of the championship and don't lose out too many points.
And Raccoon gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car.
That's a shitty penalty.
Yeah, but it's the same as under a virtual safety car. You have a delta where you can.
Yeah, but sometimes it's just when you're not caught up to the safety car, it sometimes disappears and it comes back and you might miss it. And it's sometimes really hard.
But then you have to keep a little bit more margin. Then you are too close at your delta.
True, but it's a harsh penalty. The drive-through.
Of course.
Ask Majestic.
And Majestic didn't pit, and so he moved up a place from the Sun God, who did pit.
Sun God going to the hards. Interesting to see. Sun God and Majestic are all the way back. Snacks as well. FBU in P12. John Pants in P11. Raccoon P10. Our new guy, Emre. He won quite some places. P9 now. Just behind Ross. P8. Kevin's in P7. Aaron P6. We have Greg in P5. Greg again didn't pit. Yeah, he's kind of dedicated
10
to
laps.
the mediums. Same as deflated wheel.
Yeah, you have to because you don't make it till the end on the soft tires for
Yeah, indeed.
17 laps.
So he has to stay out. Oh,
Platty has
Platty
left the
left the
session.
session. Let's hope he can, yeah, rejoin the session before the safety cars goes in. He has some time. I don't think it's going to go in this lap because we have like 6 people still trying to.
Yeah, have to catch up.
Raccoon, John Pants, and FBU now are gonna catch up pretty quickly. Snacks as well, but Majestic and the Sun Guard are a little bit further back.
And the third sector is pretty short, so normally I think that had cleared it over here. And Platty has joined the back again in time for the restart.
That's good to see. Plenty back. Safety car is gonna go one more lap at least, so let's hope Majestic and the Sun Guard can catch up as well. That would be nice to see.
So they can join the fight again.
3 DNF so far, Bloisey, Kripik and Flu. Let's hope it stays that way. We don't want anyone else DNFing.
Yeah. We got a victim in those SS corners. Drivers are catching up pretty quickly. Get enough heat in your tires for the restart. Deflated weave in front of the pack, followed by Platty. The only driver we know who loves this track is in P8, Ross.
Yeah, it's not a bad track to drive. I think more people have it in the top 5, but not as a favorite maybe.
It's a pretty hard track to nail, so it's one of those tracks that if you are in that flow, then you love it.
Yeah, it's easy to get. Yeah, hit the curb here and yeah.
And when you hit the curb when you hit too much curb, then you lose it.
Yeah, the curbs can really unsettle the car here, so that's kind of a shame. I hope they can prove it a bit.
One lap, and we got another lap on the safety car.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything about the safety car. I love the safety car. It's like Italy.
And deflated wheel is pushing the safety car, so it's go a little bit faster.
Let's just hope and pray this is the last safety car.
Yeah. It'd be interesting how much the degradation is of the tires from deflated wheat compared to those tires from Platty. Because those tires from Platty are already 6 laps old.
Yeah, but that like 2 or 3 laps safety car at least, so they won't be dead worn. Oh. But 12 laps deflated, he will have some. Yeah, he will have a little bit of disadvantage.
Looks like a little bit of overcast at this moment.
Maybe we see some change in the weather. It indeed
Should
seems
be
like
interesting.
the sun has gone away.
Oh. Maybe it's a little bit of hope from myself.
Yeah, It would
to
make
get
it a
it
lot
more
interesting.
interesting.
Could shake up the whole field.
Yeah, that could shake up the whole field. Will there be the message safety car will be in this lap?
Let's hope so, because he's kind of been too long.
The
Too
whole
long
field
out.
is together, so
Yeah, he should be going in this lap, but you never know.
and he's going in this lap. We got a third start of this race.
Yeah, let's see what Deflated We can do when he goes. Chooses his
And he
moment
keeps his
carefully, and
position.
if Letty can pay attention and follow Deflated We and attack him right away. They're going into the chicane now. He has to go pretty soon. He's going pretty
Ooh,
late.
and he's still waiting. And
He has
there
to
he
go
goes.
now. There he goes. And Pletty is really close. Will he get a shot? They
Breaking
both
the
probably
slipstream.
lose a lot of
Weaving on the
DRS.
straight.
And
With the fresher tires.
Deflated We managed to stay in front for now. Pletty in P2. Semi Stahl in P3. Following really close. Jake Sherrock also really close. Greg trying to hang in there as well, and there's all the tires. Adrian in P6. Kemmins P7. Ross P8. Emre P9. And Raccoon in P10.
Raccoon, who has to serve a drive-through penalty, of course.
Oh, and the Sun God has to pit again. I don't know what's happening with his race, but it doesn't seem he is very lucky tonight. That's a shame.
Ooh, and there's an attack from Ross on Kemmins. And Ross takes P7.
We have yellow flags, and they're gone again. Patch all the way back again. Something happened to him as well. Snacks P30, trying to make his way back in front. We have our number 2 really close to Adrian, and Adrian overtaking Greg.
Greg's lost place.
Greg lost another place. Oh, and Tucker left. What happened?
Yeah, same thing as.
Do you need an invite or?
No, I can get back in, I believe.
Ross in P6. Oh, Greg losing 3 places on those older tires. These safety cars really ruining his race so far. Emre still at P9. P8. Adrian's had a moment. He spun. Oh, and he is damaged. He lost his win. Snacks in P10. I don't know what happened there, but he made up a couple of places. He did that pretty nice. Deflated We still in front. Trying to hang in there with all the tires. He's gonna feel it a little bit now. Pletty, yeah, pretty close. Winning for the DRS probably. Semi Stahl can follow as well. Jake Sherrock also pretty close. Overtaken by Ross. Jake has a moment as well. What happened there? Dropping back to P11. Does he have damage? I'm not sure. Doesn't seem that way. A lot is happening.
Jake has damage. Jake has front wing damage. And I'm back.
Our newcomer, Emre, at P7. He's doing great so far. In the slipstream of Greg. He's gonna pick up a DRS. Maybe he can do something. It's nice to see when
there's been happening a lot. And Ross is in P4.
Setting the fastest lap. It's nice to see somebody new to the league making a good debut. Fighting in P7, fighting for P6. Greg is struggling on those all the time tires. 2 seconds behind Kemmins. Kemmins also struggling a bit to follow Ross. Ross really close to Semi.
Deflated We still is in front of Pletty. With those old medium tires.
But DRS is activated now, so maybe Pletty can do something next lap.
got a yellow flag in sector 1. Raccoon the DNF.
Let's hope it's
Raccoon
just a
retired.
yellow flag. It doesn't seem like there's going to be a safety car, thank God.
Looks to me he's in one of those gravel
Yeah, if we follow Adrian, we
runoffs.
should be. He already moved. Yeah, I think he's spun over here.
Yeah,
Something happened. In the meanwhile, Pletty is really close to deflated wheel. I think Pletty is gonna go for a move.
and Ross is also in the gearbox of semi-style. So we got a pretty nice fight for the podium.
You can see that in the back. Ross seems to
No
be
drivers have
low
a
on
penalty at
ERS.
the moment.
Oh, and deflated wheel having a great exit, managing to defend from Pletty. Ross really close to Sammy, but not managing to get past.
Oh, and
Emre
you're already in
really
part of the
close to
track
Greg.
where you can. You're already in
and
a
Emre
part of the track where you
overtake.
cannot overtake.
Well, Emre just did it on Greg. Oh wait, he just lost 2 places.
Who's next did it on Emre?
Yeah, he just made a mistake. I'm not sure what happened. We have so many people so close together. Ross making a move on Sammy. Oh,
Yeah.
in the
Can he
hairpin.
make it stick? Can he
Well,
make it stick?
Who has the better
Sammy
exit?
doesn't give up.
It seems like Sammy has the better exit. And Ross pushed a bit wide. You see
Ross
the
has to
ERS
defend
lights?
to Cammons. Cammons started from the last place on the grid.
Into
What a
P4,
race from
into
him.
P4, P5. Yeah, it's a drag race to this fast left-hander, which is gonna be, it could be Camus playing smart, getting behind Ross.
And Sammy Staub has a lot of profit from this fight that Ross has now on his hands.
Ross having the fastest lap so far. Cameron's 13 places up. He's having a great race. Greg 7 places up. Emre 9 places up. Adrian's the big loser tonight so far. 12 points up. Yeah. Besides the DNFers, of course. Those are the biggest losers. I don't mean biggest losers. I mean like they lose out the most. I don't want to insult anybody, so.
And it's a pretty exciting race, and it's a track where you lose your car so quickly.
We Pletty overtook deflated we missed it, and deflated we already almost out of DRS.
And Ross is trying to make a move on Sammy again, but Cameron is still close by to get into this fight for P3.
It's so hard to overtake here.
Yeah, so hard. There are only 1 or 2 spots that you can really safely overtake without.
We have a yellow flag
and
jump bans,
we have
DNF, and another safety car. So
as Sammy Stout just pitted just before the safety car comes out.
I don't know. Maybe he's gonna benefit from it. Maybe not. But yeah, it's not a bad timing.
Emre Boduk is
well.
also in the pit.
They're all gonna go for softs, and we will have a sprint race. And it's nice to see nobody so far having penalties. So it's gonna be another
Sammy Stout
restart.
Didn't get a set of soft tires. He put on a new set of medium tires.
Okay, that's an interesting move. Disqualified. FBU.
Disqualified? What happened?
He blocked the pit entrance or exit. I'm not sure what happened there.
No. Didn't see it either.
So we're down to 12. Adrian's going into the pits as well, while we see the Sun God just leaving the pits.
Bidding for his.
Jake.
How many pit stop did he make?
Yeah, let's see.
Uh,
He's on 5
it's
pit
an,
stops already, Mr. Sun God. What are you doing tonight?
he's trying to set a new record for the most pit stop in one
Yeah,
race,
and still
and
get points.
and he almost lost it.
Yeah, he might need
Kept it
another
out
one.
of the wall.
Okay, I didn't see him. I was following Adrian.
And Adrian did already 4 stops at the
And we
moment.
see plenty deflated we, Ross, Cammons, Snacks all going onto
Yeah, and
into the pits. Greg as
Greg
well.
is the only one that is together with Deflated Wee who is going to be the first pit stop of the race.
Yeah, Greg and deflated we finally catching some luck with the safety car this time. So
Yeah,
everybody's gonna be on softs. Everybody has almost the same amount of. Oh, Sammy Styles indeed is on the mediums, but the rest is on the softs. And it's gonna be a sprint race until the end, but it's probably gonna take a while for the safety car to get in, because
yeah. All
Emra
the
still has
drivers
to
need to
catch up.
catch up.
Majestic is a bit further back, and he's in P9. Jake, Adrian, and the Sun God all have to catch up. It seems like the Sun God is racing Adrian under the safety car.
Yeah,
So
but he can
let's
pass him.
give us some action during the safety car. Adrian already on 4 stops as well, so he had an eventful race. There's just 2 guys on 1 stop, Deflated Wee and Greg. And most of the guys on 2 and 3 stops, and Adrian and Sun God even on 4 or 5 stops.
And we have only Semi Styles on the medium compound tire, so that could be interesting for the restart.
Yeah, he's gonna struggle
I
with
don't
Ross
think it
behind him.
was a pretty smart idea to go on the medium compound, but and maybe you don't have any tires left. So.
Yeah, but still, the used softs would probably be better. I don't know. He's gonna struggle to stay in front of Ross, Camerons, Snacks. Those are fast drivers. Greg having new softs now as well. Our new guy, Emra, still with P10, so it's good, great. Majestic, P9, Jake, P10. And Adrian
in
and the
P11
Sun Gods are
in
catching up.
P12.
So
Sun God takes
not
a
this
little bit
lap,
of room.
but 1 more lap safety car, and then we
I
have
think that the
6
next lap
laps.
of racing. Should
I
be
hope
an interesting restart.
Yes, indeed. I hope you're all enjoying the race.
And enjoying our first streaming together.
Yeah, we have to get used to each other a bit, but
And something new we are going to try out.
I hope you guys like it.
On Saturday we got our Formula 2 race. Also on Suzuka.
Yeah, that's gonna be exciting. And Sunday, of
Yeah.
course, AT2. It's really close to the championship as well there. We have like the top 8 in like 21 points in between each other.
Yeah, I believe that's correct. It's pretty close together all in 82.
That's gonna be exciting, so just make sure you don't miss that on Sunday. 7:30.
And of course on Saturday.
Yes, Saturday as well.
First we have 6 laps hopefully 6 laps of racing on this track in AT1. We
Yeah,
got a pretty exciting race so far.
yeah. The safety cars are a bit of a bummer, but you can't help that. Let's hope he goes in this lap and we can have 6 laps of racing. Yes, he
And he's
goes in.
going in this lap.
So let's see what Deflated we can do if he's awake.
Can he defend his position like Deflated we did before with the last safety car?
Platty can choose
And
whenever he wants,
he's
and it
going.
seems he's going. Yes, he's off.
And Deflated we is on his
Yeah,
backside, and the weaving on the start-finish straight is begun. And the Sun God goes into the pit.
again, he's going for his 6th stop. Ross passing Semi. So he's in P3. He's doing great. He was all the way back.
Yeah, it was
He fought back to
P3,
P3.
so
He had a little bit of help
we
with the
got a
safety car.
championship 3 in P1, P3.
Yes, indeed. That's nice to see. It's going to be exciting these last couple of races, so that's something you also don't want to miss. Next week, we have Brazil. That's going to be exciting as well. And Ross getting pretty close to Deflated Wii.
So can Ross make a move? And
It's really important to stay within DRS. Yeah, for the car, from the car in front, so you get the DRS. That makes defending so much easier.
yeah, and that you get enough ERS on this straight, so you get close enough by to make that move on the DRS straight.
Semi Styles out of DRS of Ross. Camen's really close. Snacks really close. They're trying to fight back. Greg P7. Jake and Emra
Ross
fighting.
putting in the fastest lap of the race in a 1:30.3.
Yeah, probably had a nice slipstream as well from Deflated Wii. Double slipstream from Platty and Deflated Wii.
And Deflated Wii is looking to get closer by to Platty, so it should be a very interesting last 5 laps of this race.
Is Ross gonna make a move? He's really close to Deflated Wii.
Deflated Wii can.
Oh, he has a better exit. He might try it in the hairpin. Yeah, and he's going
Yeah,
for
and
it.
he's going on the inside. And oh, did they touch?
I don't think they did touch Deflated Wii. Given enough space, it seems. Having a better exit as well. Ross really
And
close
this is
again.
the racing that we want to see.
Yeah, and it's not. Deflated Wii still keeps really close to Platty, so we have a 3-way fight. Semi Styles, unfortunately, can't keep up.
Oh, and we got a yellow flag in sector 2.
It's one of the Red Bulls. Oh, it's our newcomer.
It's Emre Bolu who lost places and it's P11.
He just fell out of the points. A shame, so close, but he did really well until so far. Platty P1, Deflated Wii P2, 2.
DRS enabled
Ross
this lap.
P3.
They're all within 0.4 of a second of each other.
It's so close in front.
Yeah, but a little bit further back, it's all also pretty close together. Like the fight between Snacks, Gammons, and Semi Style. And
Oh,
Jake Sherrick
Jake,
retired from
what
the session.
happens? Let's see what happens. Emre just passing him.
Oh, he
into
put it in the wall.
Luckily, no safety car. Ross really close still to Deflated Wii. Deflated Wii still close to Platty. Cameron Snacks. Semi Styles fighting for P4. Adrian and Greg fighting for P7. Justic, yeah, kinda in between them. P9.
Can Ross make a move?
Emre back in the points because of Jake Sherrick's crash. And the Sun God left.
And the Sun God retired from the session.
Oh,
And we got a virtual safety car.
Oh, what happened there?
I think he spun out on the last corner of the S's.
It's a shame.
So we got a virtual safety car going into the second to last lap.
And deflated wheel is so close to planning.
Yeah, but they have to watch out that they don't get a drive-through penalty for speeding via on the safety car.
Indeed. That would be crucial in this race. Still, so far, nobody picking up penalties, and yeah, I must say I'm really surprised. Oh, bloody!
Oh, bloody
20
speeding on
second
the
time
virtual safety car.
penalty.
Oh,
There goes. Oh,
it,
our championship
I'm
leader.
so sorry that I mentioned that.
Our championship leader. This is gonna change so much. We have deflated
Ross
wheel.
is because Ross is 1 point behind Platty in the championship.
Yeah, and deflated wheel 5 points, I think. They're really close. Deflated wheel is gonna pick up the win this way, and Platty is gonna, yeah.
Deflated wheel is 4 points behind.
Like this, Platty is gonna move so far back. 20 seconds. His virtual safety car is gone, and Ross is going on for a move.
Oh, yeah, and it is a move for the win.
Yeah, indeed, they're fighting for the win. Platty can, yeah. I don't know what happened there. It's a shame. Having a great
Greg
race.
lost the place from Adrian.
Platty had such a great race, and then just picking up that penalty.
Yeah,
that's
such a bummer.
Kevin's going to P4. Passing semis.
Deflated. We are so close together.
And Snacks really close to Sammy as well. We have a yellow flag. What happened there? Adrian had a moment as well. It's such an eventful race. So much is happening.
Yeah, we started with 18 drivers and we left with 10 drivers at the moment, going into the last lap.
Ross is so close on deflated wheel. They're really going for it. Ross deflated wheel making contact.
I think Ross has damage, front wing damage.
Yeah, he seems to be losing a bit time. Maybe he just had a bad exit.
But they touched.
Yeah, they touched. But yeah, maybe he got lucky. I don't know. He has one more round after this one, so yeah, it seems he has a little bit of damage. He's losing time now, and he has to make sure Kevins and semi-style don't profit from that. So yeah, this could be a great one for deflated wheel. Snacks really close to Sammy, trying to make the move. Opening DRS. Is he gonna try it?
And Kevin takes the position. And yeah, it's so hard to keep your position when your front wing has damage.
Yeah,
and
Ross is really struggling now. He's gonna lose.
Yeah, Sammy Styles.
It's such a shame. P6. He does have a gap to Greg, so he should be able to hang on P6. But it's a shame to end like this. Deflated wheel 2 seconds behind Platty, but yeah, Platty having a penalty, so deflated wheel is gonna pick up the win at this moment if he keeps it clean without a penalty. Kemmons in P3, what a comeback from P18 to P3.
Yeah, definitely the driver of the day, Kemmons.
Yeah, they all did really well. Deflated wheel.
Yeah, they all did really well, but Kemmons from last place on the grid.
Indeed, I totally agree, but yeah, Ross as well, just unlucky. Snacks fighting back to P5, also really well. Yeah. Platty is gonna take the victory. Yeah. But he's
getting the checkered flag, but he's getting to drop back with a 20-second penalty.
He's gonna drive really bad. Oh, and Snacks picking
Snacks
up a
gets also a penalty.
Deflated wheel.
And deflated
P1, Kemmons P2, Sammy P3, Snacks P4, Ross P5, Pletty dropping to P8. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
P9.
He's gonna stay in front of Emra. No, he even dropped back after. That's such a shame. He had such a great race.
Yeah, but
Just
maybe
one mistake behind the virtual safety car.
maybe he clipped it and took it to the stewards. We never know. We will later see that.
Yeah, maybe.
But for now, we
maybe something
deflated. We
bugged.
took the win. And Clemens from last place to second.
Yeah, deflated. We also having a great race, taking this win. He deserved it. He didn't have a win before this race, and yeah, he finally picked up the win he deserved this season. So that's nice to see. Clemens having
Definitely the driver of the day, Clemens. What a drive!
Yeah,
from last place.
P18 to the podium. That's a really nice drive. Special mention to deflated we as well.
Of course, and Sammy Styles from completing the podium in P3. P4 is there for Snacks. P5 for Ross. 6 Greg. 7 Pajestic. P8 Adrian. P9 Emre Boduk. P10 Pletty. The Sun God comes in P11. Jake Sherrock in P12. P13 is for FBU No. P14 John Pant. P15 Raccoon. P16 Flu. P17 Kripik, and in last place Blausi. So that is the Japanese Grand Prix in the 81 class from the II Racing League.
And we have a new championship leader. Deflated we is taking the win and taking the championship lead. So that's awesome. He did great. Ross dropping back to going to. I think he was already on P2, so he stays on P2. Deflated we losing out on quite some points because of the penalty, so he's dropping it back a bit. But he's still, it's anybody's championship. So
It was a pretty eventful race. I've really enjoyed myself doing this co-commentary together with Aquaris.
Yeah, me too. So thanks for you, Tucker, joining me, and thanks all for watching. And let's hope we see you Saturday, F2. It's gonna be a great one as well.
Yeah, and I will hope to see you everyone back. So have a good one. Good night.
Good night.